All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about it takes a village. Let's look at the next slide. It literally takes a village to support the district. Together, we create a team. Now, your role is critical to the success of our district. As you perform your role, you will collaborate with other people to support the achievement in your area. Now, during the year, you'll work closely with some of the chairs. Some of the chairs won't have a big impact on your particular role. However, we all work together to grow new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. Thank you for those comments. Yes. All right, we still have another slide. Let's look at the org chart slide for just a moment. In addition to the 42 area directors and 9 division directors, we have approximately 30 chairs. We could look at some of those. One moment, please. So some of the chairs support the club growth director and her responsibilities of marketing, club building, member and club retention. We have a group of chairs that support the program quality director and her responsibilities of quality training, quality contests, and a quality conference. We have chairs that support the PRM in her role of coordinating publicity efforts in the district. We have a team of people that support the district director, who is responsible for overseeing and managing the district's day-to-day operations, finances, and human resources. You've probably heard the team, the trio. We also have a 4th member, which is the PRM, Maria Martinez. Together, we're known as the Quad. We have 7 people that make up what's known as the head table. All 7 are voting members of the deck, just like you are. That includes admin, finance, and parliamentarian. For today, that's fine. We can go to the next slide. For today, we're going to introduce 6 of the chairs. They're going to tell you a little bit about how they will support you and the district. We'll go in the order that's on the slide. Each person will have about 3 minutes, and Sue will be our timer. When you get to the red light, you'll have about 30 seconds to wrap up. So we're going to start with Rachel Assignon, our Pathways Chair. Please welcome Rachel.
Good afternoon. It's nice to see everybody. I will be working on Paula's team as the Pathways Chair. Really excited to come on board as Pathways Chair. And what I'm looking for all of you area directors and division directors is collaboration. There are so many facets about Pathways that are known, and there are other parts that are not as mainstream and not as known, such as running reports and the mentorship program in there and some other things as well. So I'm going to continue on the education that Vicki started, having a monthly session. And some of the sessions are going to be a specific topic, where others are more like an open mic night. Just come with your questions and bring your own device and we'll get this going. I also want to make myself available to work with area directors and division directors and even presidents, vice president of education, to make sure that we're mentoring within our own clubs and being a resource for you in that. So definitely a lot of collaboration. You'll hear more in Synergy on the D84 website, and then we'll also post everything on the district Facebook page. So more to come on that.
Thank you very much, Rachel. And next up, we have our MOT chair, Dean Robertson. Please welcome Dean.
Thank you, Madam District Director. Hello, everybody. It's Dean. It's here. Those of you who I know and know me, I'm so happy to be able to be working with all of you. And those who do not know me, I'm looking forward to forming great relationships with all of you. As your Moment of Truth Chair, this is a great time for us to begin to get with your current district, your current area directors or division directors, and start taking that temperature and get the pulse, the heartbeat, and the passion of where your clubs are at, because this year it's all about growth. It's all about where we are now and how can we improve? What do we do well and how can we improve? So I'm looking forward to working with all of you individually as your Moments of Truth chair to see where the clubs are at and see how we can get them to be better and to grow better. And if you have any suggestions or any questions that you want to reach out to me, please do. I'm available. I'll make my phone number available to all of you, but I'm here to not just support the Moments of Truth, but I'm here to also support you to make you all successful as well. Because if we're all successful, the district is successful. And I'm so looking forward to working on Paula's team and together working on the District 84 team. So thank you for this time to introduce myself, and I'll give it back to our district director.
Thank you so much, Dean. We look forward to working with you as well. Next up, we have Sue Lighthall. Sue is our club extension chair / club sponsor chair. Sue, take it away.
1 second, I'm trying to time myself here. All right. I am the club extension chair. I'm looking at club extension in a sort of a strange light. We talk about things going from cradle to grave. Well, I look at club extension as the pregnancy to cradle part of bringing people on board. So we're going to start. Part of the club extension chair is following down the leads, whether a lead comes internally or through Toastmasters on the website. We're going to provide guidance on the demo meeting. So I will be looking for area directors, if it's in your area, to lead the demo meetings. We'll complete the paperwork together. Paperwork is a lot of it. It can be very time consuming, but we need to make sure it's correct. So going ahead and helping the clubs with the paperwork, and also assigning new sponsors. Anybody who is interested in becoming a sponsor, whether you have been or just curious about it, there will be a link on the D84 website of people who would like sponsorship or would like to be interested in sponsorship. We will also be giving some training as to what a sponsor should be doing, and it will be helpful for both as to these are the forms and what we're looking for. And that is the club extension chair, and I look forward to working with everybody.
Thank you, Sue. And I noticed several people put their contact information in chat, and we'll make sure that we put that all into a document so you have that as a resource. Next up, we have our club coach and mentor chair, W.C. Blackman, also affectionately known as Bobby. Bobby, please tell us about.
I am Bobby Blackman, also W.C. Blackman, either one. But what's more important is that I will be the club coach and mentor chair, which means I will be assisting in providing all of you support, all of our club support, by way of helping to get the club's great coaches and mentors. What we would like to have from all of you is to identify those individuals, to give you some, not necessarily parameters, but something that you can look for is individuals who are getting close to that DTM status. Of course, that's one of the requirements, to either have a mentorship, club mentorship, or a club coach under your belt. So we want to make sure that we get those individuals into those roles. Also, just to encourage them, because sometimes what happens is a person doesn't know if they feel that they're not qualified. So that's one of those things you can encourage them by letting them know what's needed and that they are close if they're not looking at it. And so we want to make sure that we get those placements in place, if you will, those individuals in place. Also, much like what Sue was just saying regarding club sponsors, we will be providing training throughout the year. We are looking to provide trainings where individuals can actually go
Green.
and pull those up and watch them at their leisure, as well as some in-person or rather face-to-face trainings via Zoom on a monthly basis. Also, what we would love to have is if you are someone or you know someone who is great or has a great deal of knowledge in the area of public relations, marketing, or just coaching, then reach out to me so that we can hopefully get one of those individuals or any of those individuals to come and lead one of our forums during the month or each month. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I encourage you to do so. We want to make this a collaborative effort, much like what Rachel was saying in the beginning. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Bobby. One thing he didn't mention, you may or may not know this, you can be a club coach and an area director at the same time. You just can't be a club coach in a club that you're already a member. It will help you toward your DTM if that's something you want to take on. All right, now let's welcome our membership chair, Akeem Bennett. Akeem, please take it away.
Thank you, Debbie Jo. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Akeem Bennett. I will be the membership chair under our club growth director for this upcoming year. Two things that I want to focus on: making sure that we enrich the club for current members and that we try to see how we can transition back to in-person or hybrid meetings. This past year, all of us got very acquainted with Zoom. Now we need to start back getting acquainted with each other. Some clubs might choose to go fully back in person. Some clubs might choose to do a type of hybrid style where some people will be meeting in person. Some people will still have that online option. We want to be able to provide support and really a way to help those clubs get to where they're providing the best quality meeting that they can to all of their members. And then again, with enhancing the membership, we really want to focus on those clubs that have less than 10 people. What's going on? Because we know that for the club, the charter, you had to have at least 20. So how can we get the membership back up to 20? What is it that the members in your clubs are looking for, and what kind of help and assistance do they need? Those are the types of things that we really want to focus on this year as we move forward and we charge forward and we show, just as we have the tenacity in order to overcome the changes of this past year, we're ready to hit the changes for the future. So if you need anything from me or anything that I can do to help support your individual clubs and really work alongside my colleagues, Sue, and also with Bobby, as far as making sure that the members really have everything they're trying to get out of Toastmasters, just send me an email.
Oops, you just went on mute right there at the last minute, my dear friend.
That was my computer saying it's time to shut up, basically. Either way, I put my information over in the chat. If you guys need any help with anything, please do reach out. I do plan to do a survey in order to see what it is that members are really looking to get out of Toastmasters so that we can truly provide that for them in District 84. Thank you, Debbie Jo.
Thank you, Akeem. And last but definitely not least, person that you're going to hear from today is the fourth member of the trio, or the quattro, if that's a word. We're going to hear from our public relations manager, Dr. Maria Martinez.
Hey everybody, how are you guys doing? Enjoying training so far? Doing great. Thank you so much for your willingness to serve our district. You make a difference, and we are so grateful to have the ability and the privilege to collaborating with you. I have to tell you, and the trio knows, the last few weeks and months have been really busy in the PR side of the house. We have truly been laying a foundation, a strong foundation from where we're going to be serving our members and of course you along the way. So really, really excited about some strategies that we're going to put in place so that we can really take Debbie Jo's vision of clear, concise, consistent communication across all of our social media channels, of course, our newsletter, the website, and everywhere that you're going to see something about Toastmasters District 84, including a revamped version of the podcast. We're aiming to make sure that we get the word out, that we are effective in the way that we do that, and not just for our members, but also for our prospective members. Those people out there that might be searching, but they don't know what they're searching for. They don't have a connection with a member. They may not know exactly how to get started. We are aiming to do that. And to achieve that, I'm excited to say we have really built a strong team, a strong group of professionals that are going to help me and you in achieving that. Among others, I have Andy Siepel, who's going to stay with us as a second year editor for the Synergy, which is our newsletter. I have John Morrow, who has accepted the position of podcast chair, and you'll see more about him here very soon. Of course, Nancy Wilkins is going to spearhead all of our efforts through social media. And George Hazard is going to be our videographer, helping us with everything that is related to video and video needs. So I'm going to look at every aspect of our social media, our communications, and really be assertive about the way that we get out there and what we put out there. And one of the things that is really high on my priority list is to work with your VPPRs. So we're going to be connecting with the VPPRs, and we're going to make sure that they have access to the mastermind group that we have on Facebook. And every month we're going to have different topics and different training sessions to help them do the best job possible. For example, during the month of July, I have already aligned a very dynamic newspaper editor from the Washington area, the business editor, and she's going to come in and tell us how to approach, how to address the media. And I'm going to challenge them to write a press release and to let their independent and the individual communities, let them know what's happening. So please, 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 because it always starts with us, make sure that you're following on social media. Does everybody know how to find us on social media? Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever your social media preference is, make sure that you're connecting with us. Make sure that you have whitelisted the communications that will come across Constant Contact, that you know how to find the new and improved website. I don't know if you've seen that yet, but I saw a sneak peek the other day and it's going to be fabulous. So podcasts will be there, blog posts will be there, and of course, the newsletter will be also available there. So you have to make a point to visit our website regularly, otherwise you might miss out, and nobody likes to miss out, right? So I'm looking really forward to collaborating with you all, to supporting you along the journey. And again, I want to thank you for the opportunity to be of service and the privilege to be a part of this meeting and this deck year, Debbie Jo. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Maria was my first appointee for this team, and we are so blessed to have her. And she's going to be at all of our deck meetings, and she'll be available throughout the year as much as we can. For everything that we do, we want to do things as with excellence, with professionalism, and everything that we can to take it up a notch, to raise the bar. All right, so next up, first of all, everybody just give yourselves a round of applause. I'm so happy for everyone that's here. We're all working together. Look on the screen, look at your other screen. Everybody here is here to support each other, and we're all working together to build new clubs and help all clubs achieve excellence.